These are my notes, and my subject is animal communication. My topic is how honeybees communicate. Have you ever wondered how tiny insects can give directions and warn others from dangers to organize an entire colony without speaking? Anybody? Okay. To inform my audience about how honeybees communicate with another, to explain the different communications method honeybees shares and information about food, danger, and the daily tasks within the colony. Today I'll be explaining how honeybees communicate throughout the waggy tail, the thermal signal known as pheromones, and vibrations and sounds. Honeybees communicate through Alexa's highly organized systems of dance, pheromones, vibrations that allows the colony survive foundation efficiently. Wagging dance is the way the bee communicate. Waggy dance is a specific moments, patterns that honeybees performs of communications of the locations of the food sources. The directions of the dance shows the angle of the food sources to relate to the sun, helps the bees know which direction to fly. The length and the speed of the waggy positions increase how far the food sources is from the hive. Learning about bees, when I was growing up, I used to live in a farm, and we had like this tiny little comb, and my dad would be like, one fun fact about bees, okay, Tiffany? And I was like, I don't know, Dad. I was like around like 6 years old. I found out that bees and squirrels are like exactly the same thing because bees, if you guys didn't know, bees leaves tiny little pollens if they have enough. They leave a little bit behind, and then they go back to the hive, and then they go back to that same flower to collect more pollen. Same thing for squirrels. They hide their nuts, they leave tiny little fur on the inside the hole, and that's how they can remember how they find their nuts. It's fun, weird. Okay. Additionally, waggy dance is a concern of the most active forms of communication of the insect's world because it shared an exact information rather than gathering signals by just adjusting the angle and directions of the dance. Honeybees' communication helps the colony works efficiently by reducing waste of energy and time. Searching for food. Scientists have studied the waggy dance for decades and found that bees can be very successful to locate sources miles away using only this information shared through this dance. Pheromones that bees use to signal each other. Honeybees use pheromones, which are signals to communicate quickly and efficiently throughout the hive. When danger is present, bees release an alarm pheromones that warn an entire colony to prepare to defend the hive. The queen bee releases pheromones that help maintain orders, unite, and stabilize within the colony. Worker bees use pheromones to signal food sources, coordinate tasks, and guide other bees' behaviors. Pheromones are especially important because they spread rapidly throughout the air, allowing bees to react the most efficiently. The ceremonial message that keeps thousands of bees of organizing and work towards the same goal without no confusion. Vibrations and sounds are efficiently used by bees. Honeybees use buzzing sounds and body vibration to communicate active levels inside the hive. Vibration signals helps coordinate group behavior such as foraging, cleaning, and caring for the larvae. One fun fact, the queen bee does kill their own to protect the hive because the queen bee thinks that it's not gonna work efficiently. So if you're like a little larva and you're not coming out of that larva, the queen bee will eat you, or the honeybees will eat you. It's funny. It's very weird when I was doing this, again, reminding my childhood. Sound-based communication is important because the inside of the hive is dark, limited vision. They're also blind, if you guys didn't know that. So that's why they rely on vibration. Vibration signals urgent helps bees release quickly change such as threats or needed for their actions. These vibrations and sounds act like signals that keeps the hives moving smoothly even without seeing another. Bees can sense these vibrations and adjust their behavior to support the needs of the colony. In conclusion, honeybees rely on the dance pheromones and vibrations to communicate visually, informing to keep the colony foundation smoothly. Growing around bees helped me realize that sounds constantly buzzing is actually a powerful form to communicate that keeps the hive organized. By understanding how bees communicate in a deeper applications for the intelligent cooperations and teamwork found in nature, reminding us even the smallest creature relies on the strongest communications to survive. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.